Kia ora, dear listener or viewer. Welcome to Zealand. Now, Zealand is set in a post-apocalyptic world, so it goes without saying that we will be exploring some of the darker natures of humanity. So if you're squeamish or the idea unsettles you, take your chance now to walk away. For now, we return to Zealand.
Kia ora, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Zealand. This is part 3 of Chapter 6, Misty Frequencies. And there have been some misty frequencies travelling throughout the airwaves. Some of them picked up, others missed. You're all in your different spaces at this stage. Scott and Dan, Scott, you, Jake, and the others are ferrying fuel down to the outer gate. The outer gate being... wrong place. All the way down here. Down here by the beach. Vedant, where are you currently?
I am either already up there or making my way up.
Making your way up? To turn on a light?
So my plan is to turn on the spotlight and be pretty much next to it, so that if someone looks up to where the shots are coming from, they get blinded by a spotlight.
Fantastical. Okay. Alright. And Skulk and Dan, you are moving along the outside of the reserve, moving alongside the cliffside and the bush side, keeping to the edge, working your way around. Skulk, you're keeping an eye out towards that ocean. This is all happening very quickly as Nick starts sending through a series of clicks across the radio. Clicks that some of you recognize as, oh, this is either Nick or Jake doing that click thing. Jake, you were able to determine that Nick was indicating to you that someone was inside the camper vans. The camper vans being on the outside the internal gate, but inside the outer.
So is the internal gate, we closed that, right?
The internal gate is closed. The outer gate is also closed. That's where the fuel is being ferried to at this stage. And there are 4 camper vans situated out there that you know of, that immediately come to your mind.
Alright, as we're still moving, I'll quietly just say to the guys, Nick just said they're in the camper vans.
You hear this. Scotto Dotto.
I'm going to go back and get the keys for the boats, and I'm going to relay that information to the guys inside.
Okay.
We can lock them in. We get the petrol outside. We lock the gates. Then they're just prisoners.
Just so you know, Scott, it's just you and Jake.
Yeah.
So the camper van information hasn't been relayed over the...
No,
I'm doing that in person when I get back.
I'm gonna have to continue doing this because I'm the
light turns on.
I'm the front man doing this, so I've got to be seen doing this. So you need to go off and do that.
This keeps going. This doesn't stop. And I'm going to go back and get the keys.
Immediately while you're having this conversation, and the light turns on above you, illuminating the front gate, your radio clicks to life.
I can confirm we have hostiles in sight.
One click. How far away am I from him?
About this far.
I just go, hold up.
Just like that.
I'm looking away
Just
from
like
just
that.
hold up.
Do you?
Do you hold up?
Yeah.
Okay, I keep going. I just go past him. I walk about a good 10 meters away and I go, and I whisper, where? I'm not going to whisper it. Where?
So Skull keeps moving on ahead of you. You're just kind of on the side for now, just waiting.
And I whisper, okay, I say where and I say, please don't tell me it's the cliff.
We have cliffside, and we have light. Further south than you said.
Not south, further
North.
east, further east.
North.
Yeah, northeast. Cliffside friendlies.
How many friendlies?
2 spaced out. On cliff.
In total?
How many do we have in total?
Quite a few. This many people at the table, plus
Count them off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
I say it.
13, including Nick. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18!
I say 18. I say 20. Screw it. I say
Yeah.
20. Unknown number of hostiles expecting package at East Gate. No, Western Gate. North, East, South, West.
North Gate.
Oh, that's a west, isn't it? Or am I getting your directions now?
Yeah, you've got west is that way.
No, that's
West is that way.
We have multiple
That way.
signatures. Tell all friendlies to hit the ground.
Roll perception for me. This is a hearing. Perception.
Oh.
Alright?
Really no. No, the worst bar a critical fail. Yep.
I flick over to the second channel. Okay, hang on. Before I do, I just say Roger Wilco. Flick over to the second one. Guys, incoming. Hit the decks.
As soon as I hear that on the thing,
And I do as well on the cliff. And I just like hoarsely whisper back. I just go, get down.
Okay.
Get down.
All the
hear
while
that?
this is happening. Do you hear that, Dan? Yes, you hear a get down from you. I'm saying you because you said it relatively loudly over the
To
comms.
everyone,
Yeah.
Incoming,
Oh yes.
over the comms I said incoming, hit the decks, and then behind I just said, Dan, get down now.
You hear that too. So yourself and Jake are partway through moving this thing.
Right next to the fuel. Yeah.
There is a lock on it. There is a lock that can be locked on. Instant reactions.
Fucking.
Just get down out of the way and
Okay, you
My instant reaction is confusion.
yeah, okay. You hit the deck. As you do hit the deck, both Scott and Jake, I need you to roll perception for me. This is just a flat perception. It is sight-based, Scott. Just letting you know.
Well, everything's negative anyway. It doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, just have a bit of positivity, man.
No, because you're doing this to me, GM.
I'm just crouching.
I didn't choose to not dodge the bullet.
I'm like this.
I did the math.
I'm flat on my stomach.
Yeah, flat. Okay.
I'm crouching.
It is. Yeah, it's very difficult to get actually completely down, but it's like a.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to
I
get
haven't
down.
hit the ground. I've just squatted down.
Okay. All right.
yeah, I was.
Any
I grabbed it.
modifiers?
Any modifiers? No, it's just flat for both of you.
I
failed.
Fail.
Badly.
Okay.
Down.
All right.
Yeah.
Because there's no lips. You're just...
Oh yeah, there's no lip. That's
No,
right.
you'd be
I'm
like,
already
Fail.
prone.
Fail? Okay. All right. You all hit the deck. And there is a moment of just silence.
I don't move because I'm already down prone because I'm looking through my scope. So
I don't like that face.
yeah.
Okay. Come back to that.
Yep.
All right. You hear a quick succession of just this. Just these multiple pips and of bullets flying quite close to both you, Scott, and Jake. Rolling to the side, you see the camper vans up on the hill are just... You can see where bullets are entering from. These are tracer rounds that you can see hopping into these spaces.
On the radio, I just call through. I'm like, caravans, take the shot. They're in the caravans, take the shot. I'm yelling, probably.
You're kneeling, did you say?
Yelling.
Oh, yelling. Okay, but you said you were kneeling.
As soon as you say
Okay.
that, I am aiming straight towards the caravan.
Okay, all right.
And then you can resolve
Yeah. 1 second.
But Nick would already aiming, right?
Probably.
Yes, Nick is aiming in that direction. You don't hear Nick fire. Jake, just so you know, you don't hear him fire.
Yeah.
I won't aim, but I'm going to go to the caravan and shoot.
You're gonna go down, aim down to there and shoot?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're using your large rifle, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, alright, and that does have a suppressor on it?
Yes,
It does, okay, alright, cool. This is a blind fire?
Yep, so just going towards the caravan as soon as I see a head. Or as soon as I see a person in my sight.
Yeah, not blind firing. You're looking for.
Yeah,
people.
I'm looking.
Oh, you're
He's
looking.
just not aiming.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
not doing the aim action per se. It's
Okay.
just looking
Yeah,
over and shoot.
looking straight down there, you can see these tracer rounds. They seem to be traveling from beachside up. And some of them are heading beside on the hills, and you can just see like a little ricochet as they travel up into the hills, as they just keep coming through, keep throwing through. And this continues for about 12 seconds and then stops.
Can I just, while that was going on, or now, whatever, I just radio through, lights off, lights off.
Yeah, as that stream's coming through, you roll over, you grab the terminals and just take the kind of grasps off them, and the light goes dull, just glowing red for a second and then slowly turning black.
Shot off before all of this happened, or was this in
You can't see anything down there. Looking down towards these things, the front of the gate is lit up. There's a little bit of light spilling onto the camper caravans, but you're not seeing any movement in there at all. You are just seeing like bullets ricocheting and flying through, tearing through, traveling out towards the back of this.
If I didn't see anything, I didn't shoot.
And then, as I said, silence. And stillness. The cracks, the whips of these bullets in the air grow completely null. There's just slight wind. Scott and Jake, roll perception again for me.
Sorry, what?
And-
Say again?
Scott and Jake, roll perception, and
I
Skulk
perception 5.
and Dan, same thing with you.
Sigil.
Perception, please.
63 pass by 1.
Nice.
48 fail for me.
Okay.
49 fail.
Okay.
46 pass.
Okay. Skulk and Scott. By the shore. Just slightly away from where the actual shoreline is. You can see a dark shape that was difficult to make out before, but with the moonlight kind of just hitting some of the water around that, you can see a definitive lack of reflection. A dark shape. Maybe 10, 15 meters away from the shore. And it's hard to make out in the moonlight, but you are certain that you can see dark shapes along that shoreline.
I flicker to channel 5 again. Just listen.
I can't make out like if they're holding any weaponry or anything.
Black, shapeless blobs. Could be an elephant seal.
I start to shuffle forward a little bit. Scream.
Shuffle along slightly, coming around the edge. You
Yeah.
can see Skulk kind of up against the side.
What the hell was that?
I think that was a bow I saw earlier. That's definitely military. That means they're a Great Barrier.
Is that who was on the radio?
I look away.
You see him look away.
Yeah, I caught a channel coming in, walking down.
Need confirmation.
Fuck yourself.
Sorry, I just...
You can't see me blushes, Dad. I'm trying. I am like pausing this long like in the game.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
yeah,
trying
yeah,
really,
yeah.
really
Yeah,
hard.
yeah,
It's like-
yeah.
Ah, screw it. Don't hate me for this. Situation unknown from current vantage point.
All marks still standing are down.
Any hostiles outside the perimeter?
No signatures. One faint, far up the hill. Friendly or hostile?
Friendly.
Friendly.
Confirmed. Gather your people.
Rendezvous where?
How many walls do you have?
Two.
Go for the inner.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like get my bearings northeast, southwest. That'll be the northern.
Northeast.
Yeah.
Sorry. Can you see
It's
it?
down there, yeah.
Yeah. Rendezvous northern point of inner gate. Inner perimeter.
Roger.
You know, on our channel, on our.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the fuck was that?
No one.
I'm stunned.
yeah. You and Jake are still down on the ground.
Yeah, I'm just like,
You-
again,
you can see a dark shape floating just off the shore, and you think you can see darker shapes on the actual shoreline itself, not moving. Jake and Scott, you're both just kind of lying there beside each other.
Anybody still alive?
I'm okay.
Nick calls through on the RT.
I look over at Jake.
Alright, shh. Talking to Scots and all that, like,
Yep.
they're still on our radios. If they think we're dead, it might be, might help us out.
I switch
Or
on.
who's there? Who's there? Who's at base? We've got Skulk there. We've got Shit, only Skulk.
I switch.
Maybe we can pull a Patrick Stewart. We can relay that information and someone will know about acting. We start screaming in pain like we're shot.
I mean, hey, I look half dead.
You guys are just in darkness, just like next to each other, just having this conversation.
I the challenge to Nick.
Huh?
Scott, Jake, and Skulk haven't checked in.
Guys, are you okay?
I shrug like a chairman.
Lights off, I can't see them.
The people on the boat want us to meet at the inner gate.
I'm like whispering to Scott, like, how the fuck does he know that?
With what they just did, I don't think we should say no.
Mention Auckland is down.
They said Auckland is down. Everyone in that caravan is shot to shit.
I'm literally more confused now.
Yeah.
You want to clarify? How do you know that they want us by the North Gate?
Because they said we should have to go there.
I just ran through. I'm like, how the fuck do you know that?
Because they literally told me that they want us to go there.
Also,
He's
just
fucking
like,
standing next to you.
does Nick or someone also confirm that people were in the caravans? Because, like, how many knew? Nick and Jake knew? Was it half?
And Scott, I would have done.
Scott, yeah.
Whoever else was around us knew.
No, and Jake yelled that through the thing as well. Caravan taking shots.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, forgot about that.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
That's right.
I just go to like, might as well start walking.
So I guess this stops the ferrying job. This could have all happened before then. It would have been lovely.
Go exercising.
How far around are we down on the cliffside?
Whereabouts are we now? Is it easier to go back up the stairs or walk around?
No, you guys were kind of getting around this side here, like down by.
Yeah, to see the shore, we must have been around pretty far.
Do you want to go past them or do you want to walk back the way we came?
You can see, just to confirm, you can see that dark shape just down around about here.
I assume we can't just climb the hill and climb sideways up into the...
No, it's a cliff.
Scott and Jake, you're about here.
It's a proper cliff.
I messaged.
Yeah, you message, you're casting message.
Yeah, so
He's sending a text.
So I'm just like, bring up the the
little
silver
copper wire,
wire, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
What's the situation with the boat?
There are people there with lots of guns. Like, I'm saying this as, like, we walk back. I'm saying there are people there with lots of guns who want us to go to the gate, mate. I'm not about to argue with them.
Okay, now I've got confirmation that those are the same people. So
Okay.
let's head back.
Should I get everybody to pack their shit? What about Aroha?
Everyone's already packed.
No, well, I know. I know that. Like,
I'm gonna go check the bodies.
Okay.
While everyone's doing this thing.
I'll come with you.
The two of you start making your way up towards the caravan. As
With
you
Nick
do,
still on Overwatch.
yeah. As soon as you start moving away from the road and up towards the caravans, you do see Nick kind of pop out from Willow's place and just kind of wave in your direction. It's difficult to make out, but you can see that there is a shape they're waving in the position where you knew Nick was.
I've got the all-seeing eye, so it's fine.
Oh, good. He seems to be
It's currently at
He seems to be trying to meet your trajectory.
Yeah,
And the three of you head towards the caravans together.
it's currently attuned.
Yeah, for us, I assume going that way is probably...
Skulk and
Shortest
Dan,
and more
yeah,
convenient.
I bet.
Okay, then we'll walk around there and I say, hands up. Let's not make them think we've got weapons.
I'm still very confused, so I'm gonna come back onto the comms bag. Jake, am I bringing Aroha up there as well, or is it just us at this for now?
We're meeting them.
Did you say we're meeting them?
In a
Where?
perimeter north side.
Yeah, in a perimeter north side, according to Skull.
So you know that to be the main gate, Jake?
Right, get everyone ready. Someone go get Ismail. I'm checking out these bodies. See if there's any information we can get from whatever's on them.
I
And
read
then we'll
it.
do what these guys
To the
say.
guys, just to say, 2 friendlies approaching from cliff, quickest way back to the main gate.
Roger.
Blasphemy!
If you had a sigil to take.
Well, I mean, he's got one.
He does have one, doesn't he?
I'll stop the future ones as well.
We could definitely do that. So you,
Are we not just cutting? Or?
yeah, no, we'll roll through this. We'll roll with the punches. Roll with the punches. You keep to the side, moving around.
I put my gun away.
Get a
I put my one arm. Yeah, I do it.
And I also put my one arm up.
get a Roger.
I want to be sneaking up, just in case they're still alive in any capacity.
Okay.
And the gun still hurts being fired from an injured guy to a
Yeah.
class fully healed.
Scott, Jake, and Nick, as you start to move towards the first caravan, you can hear the slightest.
Alright, Scott, give me your first aid.
First aid, did you say?
Yeah. If this guy's had any information, we've got to keep him alive.
Okay. So I grab my first aid kit.
Yeah, you zip open the side. You know where it is, off by heart. Earthquake. You take out the first aid pack.
Yeah.
Hand it over towards Jake. You start to move towards the caravan.
I was just gonna, as we're coming up, we're gonna help you. If it's safe here, we actually have proper medical personnel.
Oh fuck.
Go up and fucking
Yeah. We also
bandage, gore.
You guys are in the real darkness at the moment as well.
we saw the tracer rounds and everything. Like
Oh yeah.
yeah. That shit.
The
That
full
shit's
of
like
holes, are they?
that shit's like 50 cal.
I'm going to.
No, I do get
let,
like 7.56 millimeter tracers.
I'm going to let everybody know to get their stuff and come meet at the in the gate. Then I'll go let Willow know. And once I've done that, I'm gonna go get Ishmael.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Mikhail to come with me.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Mikhail's more than happy to join you, but he does stand awkwardly behind you the entire time that you try to explain to Willow that you're going to have to move her pregnant patient, which she doesn't seem very happy about at all.
I'm not happy about it either.
And after you do leave, you do hear someone say, "What the fuck?" And you can hear Poe spouting off quite loudly. It doesn't sound very happy. But Mikhail just kind of...
Friends.
Hey,
Mikhail...
this wasn't me.
Yeah, no, exactly. You weren't the messenger. You just told Willow and she had to go back in there. You and Mikhail, you take off.
I want to
Scott.
see what we're working with, so I take out my torch and flick.
You flick it on. Okay, you push open the camper van door. Opens easily enough. You can see that the lock on the outside has been... looks like it's been shimmied. Something's happened to it. You don't shimmy a lock, you jimmy a lock. You shimmy around a cliff. That's right. Anyway, yes, you guys did the shimmying. Yes, yeah, that's what you say to this poor man as you just you come inside the freaking camper van. The flashlight on, and there is a guy in there, and like it's a mixture of clothing. It seems quite heavy and layered as well. And he's lying there in a pool of blood, and you can see just all across his chest, just these red patches growing. And
So, time's of the essence, is it?
you get a pretty close look at a wound that seems to be in the side of his neck. And this sounds to be why he's making quite a difficult...
Time's really of the essence, I just want to take off my mask, show him my fucking thing, and be like, I'm Jake the fucking Lionheart. Is Eddie still alive? Not fucking around.
The guy, you can see like he seems woozy at first, and you come real close to him, right up into his face, and you say that, and you just see his eyes kind of grow wide all of a sudden, just this.
Choke him to death.
Just this, yeah, that's that
That's
slow
enough for me.
smile. Okay.
Do you?
Yeah, this slow smile crept on his face, and you just hands around the neck, and the neck's already pretty damaged already, and it doesn't take long for you to stop this man from making any noise at all. Scott, you're just standing at the back with the flashlight out, and Nick is just standing behind you.
No, literally, as soon as he does that and I hear the
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Nick's standing behind, and he just goes, I guess that answers that.
Let's check the guy's pockets, see what information they have. They might have a map on them or anything else. Let's see what they got.
I
loot the body.
the body.
You loot the body. Okay, lying next to him, the most apparent thing, there is a rifle. Looks like a pretty decent hunting rifle. Got this really freaking gnarly looking scope on it, and it seems to have a cable attached to the side of it that's running into a small little pack on the side of the rifle.
Nice.
Yes, nice.
Could be
I guess we'll
like a,
taking a gun is dangerous with people with guns facing us. So
Yeah. Nick says, and he's just kind of like looking, and he just goes down next to it, and just opens up the chamber,
empty.
like pulls out the magazine from beneath. Yeah. Nothing.
Fuckers bluffing.
Just leaves it down there.
I did feel he sounded kind of desperate when we were approaching. But
Yeah, I mean, he said your voice made him froth, so yeah.
yeah, I mean,
I don't know if Nick would sass you like that. I mean,
no, he would have.
Yeah,
And
he would-
then I'd just be like, yeah. Just imagine if he saw my smile.
Yeah, that'll put a stop to it.
Anyway, enough flirting. Let's go.
I radio through to Skulk. Are they expecting us to be unarmed?
Got my radio on the other channel. Because I had my hands in the air anyway.
Yep.
Past, so.
You do not hear from Skulk.
Grab the gun, but we'll have it in the air, completely surrender-like. So nothing else on any of the guys? No maps, no written information? Do they have anything on their forehead?
No. No forehead tattoos. Did you go and investigate the others as well?
Yeah.
And the other.
Yes.
Okay, so there was only one guy in this camper van, and the others, and two. There's four of them, and two of the others. You do find two other bodies. Looks like most of them complete headshots. It's but like riddled, like absolutely riddled with bullets.
No
So
weapons?
so are the camper vans as well. Like from the outside, you're just seeing bullet holes just all.
No
all
empty
through
weapons
it.
on them, or
No weapons at all.
okay, so well, they had one
Yeah.
gun with no bullets on them.
Yeah. And saying that the ones that were there, they had like quite like a gnarly like club like thing. They had some basic protection. Other one had a knife. It wasn't a knife. It was just a knife.
Oh,
Yeah. Exactly.
So is there a radio there and a satellite phone?
Is there a radio there and a satellite phone? Roll investigate for me, the two of you.
Satellite phone will be up on the hill.
34 pass.
34 pass.
no.
When you're going through the third of these camper vans, you do find a small satchel placed behind one of the cushions by one of the like windows that the curtains have kind of been drawn across. Inside, you do find a satellite phone and another of other belongings that you think belong to Ismar. No weapon, but just small little knickknacks, books and things like that he had before.
Let's get Ismail, let's get everyone, and let's just see what these guys with the impressive guns have to say.
The three of you start moving back in towards the space. Verdant, you have made the long trek up towards the bloodied hill. You've jumped over the fence, gone in the direction of where Ismail is. As you start getting closer, you hear...
Yeah.
And you have your friend Mikhail behind you as well, who's joined you for this trip. And you get up towards there, and Mikhail takes out a little flashlight, clicks it on. You can see that Ismail's there, and he's got he's got a big piece of fabric wrapped around his mouth, and
do the gag, and I said, Mikhail, Ishmael, Mikhail.
He's got like a big thing of fabric in his mouth as well, so he's like been double gagged. Just you take it all out. Oh, okay. Thank you. I really appreciate you.
You met this friend of mine? I'll go around.
It's good to see you, friend. I'm sorry. It's good to see you well. Better than when I left you. I've always looked better. Fine. Are they dead?
I'm sure you saw that hail of gunfire. If they survived that...
Where did you get those weapons? I thought they were all destroyed. The ones that you blew up.
Yeah, those were destroyed. This was pretty much the only thing we got from there. I point to my rifle.
Then who was using the gun?
I have no idea. Some people with very big guns have also pulled up to the party. I'm not too sure who they are.
Where did they pull up from?
I point towards the ocean.
The island? Military?
Again, I don't know. Sculpt just said to get down, and then there was a hail of gunfire, and then he said they want us to meet them at the northern gate.
They took my people from me. The healthy ones of us. Took us from the boat.
That's the military.
Yes.
They took your people from the tanker?
Yes. That and supplies, they wanted more. We were left with what could work.
Well, they've got a very big gun now, so we don't really have much of a choice.
There is always a choice. There is a hill. Walk over it. Mikhail, you'll do the same.
And look back down towards the thing. They've got one of my people. So I need to go.
They have one of your people.
When we brought to your boat.
No, my friend, that is not those people. The ones that I was with, they have your people. I tracked this group. I found them. Some of them. Ones that were left behind. Those people do not have your girl.
Okay.
My mother, she was not on that boat. She is with them. The others, you call them Auckland.
Yeah, I thought Auckland was responsible for the... Then the military showed up after. Cleaned up. They took the tanker.
She was gone by then. You said there was no one left on the boat. You told me this.
mean, yeah, because they said that the military had been taking people for long before the explosion and all that other stuff.
When we were there, they were gone already. And then we saw the helicopters and stuff coming after we left.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm a bit confused about
It was, I think, part of the trade they had was petrol and stuff, and they were taking healthy, talented people, wasn't it? Something like that.
Okay. Well, they know that you're here. I'm assuming. Look, if you want to go over the hill, I'm not going to stop you.
Mikhail's like untying him throughout all of that. There's a lot of rope around him.
I'm not going to stop you if you want to get the fuck out of here, which is perfectly fine. I'm not going to run. There's no way to run.
I lost my brother. I will not lose my mother. I will find her.
Okay.
And the ones who did all of that, I will make them pay for it. The fucking man from the rock.
That's a sentiment I understand.
Are we back yet?
Yeah, this is kind of like same time while you guys are checking out everything. So it's kind of simultaneous. But you'd be close to being back.
So what's your plan from here?
I'm not getting on another boat. I suggest you do the same.
I'm not leaving people down there.
Don't bring them with you. Turn your back. Walk away. We have not seen anyone that left. When they leave, they do not come back. We never hear from them again. It is one way. If you want to risk it, it's your life.
And what's your plan? How do you plan on?
Mikhail kind of pipes up.
Ridden a horse? No. If they go on boat, they don't need horse. We could use horse. That would help. But the roads are not easy. Easier on horse.
Good horses.
Alright. We'll get horse and go. Alright.
And he starts walking back down towards the rear gate.
I start walking down, but I'm going to go towards the front gate.
Okay, alright. Jake, yourself, Scott, and Nick are back. Back inside. Everyone's starting to collect back together again. Dan and Skulk, you are back inside as well.
Did they do anything when we walked past them?
Actually, roll perception, the two of you. This is darkness, so it's just going to be... I'm going to say it's flat.
I'm going to spin the sigil.
Yeah.
Is it up close darkness?
Sigil does not help. 80 fail.
Jesus.
God damn it.
We'll just roll with these ones, they're nice.
Bugger. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you don't really see much at all.
Yeah.
You just move around and
I still got
you
my
kind
hand
of,
up.
yeah, you
And
kind
my
of see
staff.
these dark shapes, but you can't really make anything out of them. They seem almost shapeless.
I've still got the thing on channel, on the 5th channel, so if they do talk,
How far away are they as we go past?
we'll be pretty damn close to them.
Yeah, relatively close.
Reason they wear
But I mean, looking,
suits and stuff.
they're not human shapes. Don't seem to be. the dark shapes that you saw, where you saw the traces coming from, seem almost shapeless. There's no uniformity to them.
Drones?
It's but you can definitely see as the light's hitting the beach, and there's a slight refraction. No, not yet. I was just thinking about the time of day. It's not quite yet, but yeah, there is like a refraction of the light, and yeah, you just see these shapes on the beach.
Human-sized?
Human-sized, but they're not a human shape.
They're like much taller than they are.
No, not tall.
Not tall, just
like yay high. You can't see my hand. That's yay high.
knee high.
Yeah, a little less than knee high. Just kind of like long.
So vaguely fuzzy seal shaped.
It's not elephant seals. I'm just saying that it's not.
When you say like
armed seals,
when you say shapeless,
then seals.
yeah. I mean, no, they got some shape. They got some shape. Those seals. Yeah.
Right.
No.
Are they like when you say like indiscernible shapes? Do you mean like slightly blurry and hard to make out? Or just
Roll
weird
intuition.
shapes?
Roll intuition for me.
Literally thinking of like that movie where Vin Diesel takes care of those kids and he comes out of the water and he's like, "We are seals." That's what, yeah. So it's totally what I was picturing.
No, fail by 9.
I mean, it definitely seems like they could be people. It's real dark, and you guys are just kind of looking at shapes on the beach. Without getting too much closer, I mean, you can't really tell.
They are solid-y shapes, though.
Solid, yeah. It's not like
they're not like bundles.
It's not
of
like
black smoke.
an unknowable horror of the depth. It's just
The deep ones have come.
kind of shapeless.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was trying to work out. Is if shapeless was like people hiding under tarps, or shapeless like they are balls of mist.
No, you're definitely not seeing through them. I love that everyone's mental image of this is so different, but that's perfect. It is real dark. Your mind plays tricks on you.
I just say, they just keep on walking. I'm not about to argue with that gun.
Have I heard any more of that clicking on the radio?
Nada. Not a click. Not a click.
So walking back
In that satchel, you did find a radio as well, a standard radio. Just to let you know.
Mm-hmm. Tuned conveniently into a familiar frequency.
Yeah, not connected at all.
if I haven't heard these clicks in a while, I'm going to come back on the radio and I'll say to whoever's listening. The Russians don't seem to think that this is going to be a one-way trip. Whoever these people are, they've got big guns, but I don't think they're going to relocate us.
Once we're back at the inner gate, I'll switch back to channel 2.
Okay.
I don't know what these guys want. Maybe it's one way, maybe it's work camps, maybe they're actually not too fucking bad if we're able-bodied. I have no idea. All I know is I got big guns.
Yep.
As we walk up, I just ask, is everyone at the inner gate?
Making my way there.
You are making your way. As are others. People start moving with their belongings. Lulu has Livia and Elsa down by the front. Got them gathered around each other. And she's just looking out for someone to speak to, someone to talk to, someone to get information from, just trying to catch someone's eye as movement's starting to happen.
I
Is anyone around?
don't know. don't know. We were traveling last.
We're walking.
Where are you walking
Yeah, I
to?
don't know where we are.
Yeah,
Where you
we're all
walking
walking
to?
to the inner gate, I guess.
You guys are inside
We're
already
considerably far
by this
past.
point.
Okay, we're at the front gate where we're meeting.
Yep,
that's
so are
where
we.
we're
Okay.
going.
Everyone inside?
Everyone at the front gate?
I'll go check on Araha.
Okay.
So I stay at the front gate.
Once
He
we're
goes
all
off.
there, I'll
Yeah.
radio. So just say we're all there.
What is happening?
That's a good question.
I'm not too sure myself. It seems the people that were trying to hold us ransom are eliminated by this new presence with big guns.
Yet
No.
we're outside.
Skulk said that they wanted us to meet them at the front gate.
What exactly is this meeting going to be? Is this are they coming for a chat?
No idea.
How do you
Do you know Skulk?
How do you know these people?
They radioed.
Why don't we hear it?
I was looking through frequencies, seeing if I could find anyone else, because I was expecting someone would come here that at least do the same thing that the Australian was doing. Trying to tap into our frequency, so I was looking for their frequency. Are we all right there? Fantastic, I just got it. All friendlies assembled as in their perimeter.
Could I roll against him, considering I've been waiting for him to betray us? Ever since we met us.
Yeah, same.
Well, I mean, roll intuition.
Cool.
Roll the appropriate skill. Whether you are fabricating or you're telling the truth.
I'm sigilling it as well.
Or it's a bit of both.
I need to have a chance because
Yeah.
I get negative, so.
The only other thing that I will note is that while you're all kind of having this conversation, talking to each other, you do notice that 2 horses are being moved out of your
What are that?
mill garage at the moment.
Sigil.
Ismail just kind of looking in your direction for a second, just
I'll look over to Ismail and
just gives you all a nod.
Do you want to check for all?
getting out of this.
You said sigil and you looked at my results, so if you said you sigil.
No, because I was just actually saying like reroll, or I was to spin a sigil, but I was just unsure reroll or bonus first. Well, bonus first. So 5, 17.
Just while they're rolling, I want to say something to Skulk and then go talk to Ismail, but I just want to let them roll.
Okay.
I remembered that.
I would also like to chase
Yeah.
down this.
Yeah, okay.
He
alright.
beats me by 7. I want to say 7.
Scott did?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, you look deep into Skulk's eyes.
His eye is full of shit.
What does he get?
Oh, he got 36. I got 29.
No, I mean, like, what does he read from you? Are you fabricating the truth anyway? Are you holding anything back?
Yeah. The latter.
Oh,
Holding.
motherfucker.
He's holding back. You get the sense that he's holding back information from you.
Why don't you tell us the full story, Skulk?
I'm sure they will when they get here.
I said you, not them.
Yeah, I actually don't know what the hell they're going to say when they get here, mate.
I just grab Skulk and I go, if you fucked us, I will kill you.
I don't do shit, mate.
Grabs a hold of you.
I sort of just push him away and then I'm going to go talk to Ismail.
They knew about the other group before they got here.
Jake's gone to go talk to Ismail and following Jake.
Okay, alright.
We're taking the
The only person that's missing right now is Jen. Having a look around the group.
Yeah, she's got a bow to Skulk's head.
I asked Lulu, have you seen Jen?
She was opening the rear gate. She let the others in. They said they were going out again. Those 2.
She motions towards the Russians.
Okay. Thanks. And I'm gonna go try and meet her.
Okay, alright, you start heading over towards the hillside gate. Okay, you all. The rest of you approach the Russians as they're mounting up. Skulk, you're still over with the rest of the group after the kerfuffle. Kind of straighten yourself out a little bit. They're mounting up. You all approach.
Leaving already.
Yes. I suggest you do the same. I meant 3. There were 3 guys. And they didn't have anything in their guns. I tried. I'm sorry if it's cost you anything. I did not tell them anything. I just spoke Russian to them.
It's fine. Don't worry. It's not.
One of them was a little bit smarter, figured out the satellite phone. Worked on the coordinates. Found a way.
They, the Aucklanders that attacked your ship,
Yes.
did they take the people from the ship?
They were not with this group. This group got separated. They had others with them. They had some of my people. But they did not survive.
Is this the truck that crashed?
Town over.
Do you know where the other group went?
Not far as south as the rest were saying. The bridge. That is where they are, I believe. And that is where I will find them. We will find them.
Harbour Bridge?
Yes.
I don't know what these guys are doing. I don't know why. You said they only took able-bodied people from you,
They did.
which means they put them to use.
We have not seen or heard any of them. When we first met them, they took people as volunteer, but only those were healthy, fit. Did not see them again, but they only took those that were knowledgeable as well.
So there's a good chance your people are still there, alive and well.
I hope so. They are very particular about protection, quarantine.
Sorry, say again. I can't quite actually hear you.
Quarantine.
Quarantine, right? Yeah, which means they don't want people coming in and out. Look, we know the outside here. We've been out here. If they're gonna take us, if they're gonna put us to use, it's probably gonna be out here. These people's enemy are the same people who took yours or killed them. So, I don't know if you want to go one-man army this thing, or take a chance with these guys. They're going to have retribution after that attack on you guys.
There will be a way. I will find a way.
Can you... Obviously you don't want to get near these guys. But are you happy to wait far over the other side of the hill for an hour or so, just in case they are just coming to talk or what have you, if we need to pass any information one way or the other?
He looks at Mikhail.
We can wait.
I chuck him his the radio that he had and his satellite phone. Look, we'll keep this one. We'll call you. We'll have a code that I'll just say just to you. If you don't get it, throw the phone away, so they can't trace you. I heavily doubt they're going to send a plane or a helicopter for 2 random guys.
What?
But this way we can always keep in contact.
Okay.
And I'll probably whisper a code word or words to him. One to be for friendly, and then one to be for, I've been compromised, just throw it away.
And what would those words be?
That's a very good question. I'll get back to you.
Okay, that's one.
Just make it like foods that you like is friendly and food that you hate is bad.
Yeah, it would be how about that? Something to do with like tea, cup of tea.
Do you like tea? Would you like a cup of tea?
Yeah, something like wish we could have another cup of tea on the beach would be good, and then another cup of tea at the gates would be bad.
Okay. Cup of tea at beach, you good. Cup of tea at gate, bad. That's doable.
If you hear it pinging, that's not me. Just get rid of your phone.
Okay, I will do the
That's
same.
Whispered, not shared with the group.
Just
Not
hush.
yet.
Right.
But I mean, you guys all heard that I was going to whisper it, so you knew what I was doing. I wasn't hiding that. I was just hiding that information itself, so no one else can be compromised.
Thank you for trying. I
Take
mean
whatever
it.
radios. We've got food.
You,
We have spare weapons there.
you risked yourself to help find my brother. I only wish we could have helped your friend more. I
Sorry,
truly
we
mean
weren't able to find your brother.
I will find them again in another life.
Does it look like they have any weapons on them?
No.
I hand them my 9mm. I never use it.
It's because you're a shit shot.
And a
Thank you.
And one full mag as well as the one that's in it currently.
Thank you.
Mikhail's just mounted up. He still has the same backpack that he had on earlier.
Kale has a gun, I think. So we gave him one on the way out. Yeah.
And now they both do. So.
And Mikhail just kind of taps the horses.
I ask, any of you good with a rifle? And I hold up the rifle we found.
I could be good with rifle.
Mikhail
Give him the
says.
rifle. No ammo, unfortunately. Do we have ammo for this? Do we recognise the caliber?
308. Yes, you would have ammunition for this.
For it.
We have to go get it.
I've got same as my.
Yeah.
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 I would hand him half my.
Okay.
So that's about 24 ammo.
Okay.
24 rounds.
Very generous.
Right.
24 ammo.
Oh, 24 rounds.
Yeah,
That's half
He
what I
he
got.
he goes and like places it in his backpack.
Very generous.
Hey, these are the guys that are gonna come back into the game like
Hey, man.
months later on stallions, just like
Mikhail, Mikhail.
and saving us.
I'm waiting for the fan art of
Yeah.
them against the sun with rifles. Just
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Mikhail just taps Buttercup. I had butterscotch in my head. I kid you not.
But a beer?
I will take care of horses.
They will take care of you.
They will. This one's been very good so far. All right. It's been fun. I wish you all well.
If we don't see you again, good luck.
Same for you.
He looks towards you. And just
I was thinking wing, but at least be a blink, really.
yeah, that's it.
I'll look at Mikhail and go. If you ever see us again, don't hesitate to ask for a hand. Turn around and walk away.
I think I'm going to need one. Thanks again.
Hey,
And the
even if I had both eyes, I'd still be working at you.
and the two of them ride off toward the outside gate.
Into the sunrise.
Jen lets them out, closes the gate behind, locks up, comes around to the front. You're all sat there by the front of the gate now. Everyone. Jake, you've helped Aroha and her family down. Liz, Poe, and her brother Willie. The only other guy who barely anyone sees, because more often than not he is usually buried in some, like, sink somewhere, working on some kind of plumbing, is Hogan, who does eventually emerge as well. And the much older mechanical man.
I walk to the outer gate.
Mechanical?
Walk to the outer gate. Okay, alright. Frank opens the gate, lets you out, lets you through.
Start walking with them.
Start walking with...
I'd stay there.
You start walking
I'll
with...
leave you out of my sight, cunt.
You start walking with Skulk? Okay,
Yeah.
alright, yeah, so... Two of you go out together, you're on the other side of the gate. Gonna walk down towards the front gate. Jake's just walking alongside you. It's a moonlight stroll.
Very romantic.
And as you're walking down towards the shoreline, it's a rare sight, but it's one that you in the Discovery Center have seen over 5 years. Skulk, you've seen this before. Jake, you haven't. You haven't seen it before. All along the shore, light starts to emerge from the water as the waves start to pick up slightly, stirring up photosensitive? Not photosensitive.
Phosphorant.
Yeah. There is a blue glow. Phosphorescent, yeah, something. I've forgotten the word right now. But the waves, the water, starts to shimmer and glow with a blue light as it gets washed up onto the shore, collected again, then brought back down. First time that the two of you have seen this as well, and you do start to notice, once the gate kind of opens up, a glimmer of it for a second. The two of you have a stroll down towards the front gate. Once you start to get close, you can see shapes moving around the fuel barrels that are down by the front gates. Again, not kind of human silhouettes.
I stop.
Human height, but just kind of wide and shifting as the shapes move around these barrels.
Do you keep walking or are you stopping with me?
Oh, I'm just following you.
Yeah, because I stopped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Voices.
With my hands up. I have my hands in the air, just to clarify.
I just say, coming over.
Got you. Ready?
Ready for what? I'm just talking to Scott.
Yeah, I didn't click it in. I'm like, I literally have no idea. Ready?
Alright. Numbers?
5, 7, 12, 23.
It's 18, wasn't it? Eh?
Yeah. 16, I believe.
I didn't include the Russians in the initial
Oh, sorry, I thought
census,
you did.
think.
No,
I
was
don't
that-
think I did. I didn't include Mikhail or...
Okay, then I'll say 18.
Yeah, okay, 18. I was
'Cause
just
I knew
like,
it
I
was
was
too
like,
late.
what have you got planned?
No, I know it was too late now because I want to emphasize too late. So
Okay, okay.
So, yeah, 18.
Okay, all right. Which is good because you told him 20 before.
I know, so it sort of does work out perfectly.
It does work out. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Head back towards the front gate. Oh, sorry, doesn't say front gate. Move back towards the inner gate. We'll be there in 5.
Roger, we'll go.
And you see the shapes around the barrels just start to move away. And you hear like a swishing as the shapes start to move up along the road towards the front gate.
I tell Jake, I'm not about to argue with that. So,
Yeah, I'm doing what he says.
yeah. So, let's
You
Making
move.
sure you don't fuck us.
You move
But
back.
I have no idea what that even is. I'm hoping that's human.
You start to move back towards the front gate.
Yeah.
Okay, you make it there before these silhouettes do. Everyone else is kind of standing anxious and just waiting, unsure of what's happening. You hear a knock at the gate. Skulk and Jake. Frank opens the gate. They walk in.
Just leave it open. They can open it if they want to.
Leaves it open. You're all standing here in this darkness as these 6 silhouettes move up the pathway, just kind of shifting from side to side as they walk. It's a strange kind of shape to them as they move up, all in a line.
Kind of like the covered in seaweed.
And you kind of, as they get a little bit closer, you can make out small green points, too, where the eyes on these things would be. They get closer, and the kids kind of just start clinging really tightly to Lulu, afraid.
I'm at the front of the group.
They get about double the distance I am from you, away from you.
Can we now make the shapes out?
Seem human,
As in ghillie suit.
sized, but yeah, might be in something like a ghillie suit. You do kind of see the and you hear the swishing, swaying. You see part of it just like move aside, and this blinding light heads out towards you. There's 3 of them.
I just put my hand out
Lights
to the
on.
side. I can't show on the camera. On
Yeah.
to the side, not up.
Yeah,
I just put it off to the side because I want it to look like I'm raising a gun
yep.
with the walkie in my hand.
You are effectively blinded by these lights as they shoot out towards you. Or
Just standing in front of Adaha.
yeah. Her family's wrapped around as well. You're all there as a unit. Another one, without a light source in its hand, reaches behind it, pulls out something, throws it out, lands down in front of you. It's a bag of sorts. Seems to be canvas. Big zip across it. You hear a voice speak out to you all. Inside, you will find protective masks. Each of you put one on and cover your eyes with the goggles that are in. If you have any open wounds or cuts, make them known.
I go directly. Sorry, I was just like, while he does it, I just put
Yeah.
the thing back and I walk towards the bag.
Okay.
Or limp towards the bag.
Everyone waits as like you go forwards towards it and start doing that.
I've got an eye wound. It's patched up, but still recovering.
Infected?
No. Bullet.
Any other open wounds?
Is my leg healed by now? Would it be an open wound?
Oh
or
yeah,
just
no,
sutured?
it's been sutured. It's stitches have been out at this point. It's still very tender, but yeah.
That's what I'm looking
Injuries sustained from bats, they're closed up by now. Then I'll gunsling some of them in my back and walk up, grab the mask.
Okay.
While I'm at them and significantly closer, I do just say, we are significantly armed. As I reach down, I say quietly, we are significantly armed. And I
So are we?
just saying, don't want to start anything.
We don't need to. The masks that are inside are decent. Cover all the way up and around the front of the face. It's an unusual size for a kind of filter mask, and it fits very flush against the skin with seals almost at the sides that as you kind of breathe in, it sucks it closer towards your face. There are goggles. Looks like kind of like swimming goggles almost that are included as well. Skulk is the first one to put this on.
I'll go put mine on and grab the bag and take it around to everybody. And
Okay.
I'm going to ask, what's happening? What are you guys going to do with us?
We're rescuing you.
Taking us where?
Safety.
What's happening to this place?
You'll be asked what's here. What's usable. You can't see faces at all. You're just kind of speaking into this blinding light that's on you.
What if we feel safe enough here?
Stay. Well, we've got heat
have a
signatures. We've got heat signatures.
Hostiles?
Not strong. Not like yours. Out there in those hills.
I walk up to him.
I
with
step
my
that
hands up
fuck
and
out of the
stuff.
way.
Yeah. You hear like as Jake steps forward, you do hear like a slight rustle among some that aren't holding torches.
Gun Foley.
Yeah, gun foley.
How many are there?
6.
6.
I just asked, I'm just like, hey, you're taking us to safety.
Taking you to safety. Mainland is compromised. If you aren't, you're safe.
None of us are compromised yet.
You're still alive. None of you are compromised. It's good.
What are we gonna have to do?
How free is this safety?
You're gonna have to listen.
Yeah, let's not try and negotiate this, man.
I just want to know if we're going to be becoming prisoners to be safe.
we've been to safety before. Yeah,
I don't think this
How
is-
safe was that?
not very.
I can tell.
Yep. So you can see why I'm a bit apprehensive.
How'd you lose those?
Gambling.
Yeah. It's called gambling.
You wanna gamble?
You said if I feel safer here, I can stay, right?
Be my guest. Like I said, there's heat signatures. They're out there.
Do we have time to talk about it, or are we leaving now?
Let me see your eyes. I
Thought
want
that's
to
what you did.
Look me in the eye and tell me that. Look me in the eye and say, we're going to safety.
You see, guy step forward from the bunch, takes something off, resting on his head. You see the green dots kind of go up. And the kind of reflection that's bouncing off you, Jake, it's hard to see. But you can see kind of through this dark strands from a ghillie suit that's around him. You see this great big gas mask on the front. You can see inside, you can see a face looking back at you. You will be safe.
There's one. Oh, dude.
You're muted.
Sorry.
Silent with
I'm
silent
gonna,
with excitement.
Use intuition on that one. And I'm just hating the fact that my intuition is that good, so I'm going to sigil it to bring it up to 56.
Okay, alright.
24 pass.
Okay. It's hard to read the guy's eyes. They're... There's no shake to them. There's no fear. There's no kindness, but there's no cruelty. It's one of these scenarios where your intuition is a mixture of your gut feeling and what you've been able to read so far, which isn't much.
One more thing. My wife's pregnant. Does that change anything?
Maybe for you.
How?
You want to give that chick... I don't turn into a duck.
Started beatboxing.
You want to give that kid a chance?
The best chance.
Then you'll be leaving this place. Mainland's been compromised.
Mainland's been compromised for 5 years.
A lucky 5 years. Or maybe not. Maybe you got something to give.
There's one time to listen to the government. I think now's that time.
I just scowl at Skulk.
Oh, you want, motherfucker.
How many others have moved to put on equipment?
I passed it.
Yeah.
It around the bag, so.
I've got one, but I haven't put it on.
Yeah, the others... Everyone else is kind of
You'd be a rebel.
masking up.
Stand up to the man.
Yeah. Looking amongst
Didn't put it on?
Nick and Jake and Scott.
I put it on.
I just look at my family and go, let's do it.
The others reach in. Start putting on.
I don't know. Help everyone else. Help the kids get them on and stuff like that.
Lulu gets some on the others. And then gets some on herself. She comes close to you, Jake.
My husband's grave is here. I hope we are leaving for the right reasons.
Sorry? So I was trying to
I know,
think about
it's
what you
very
said there,
difficult to
couldn't quite
hear.
understand you.
She said, my husband's grave is here. I hope we're leaving for the right reasons.
We're leaving for a future. How long till something, more of those dogs come, those kids come, Auckland comes back, looking for their other guys. We'd have to move out of here anyway.
So what's the next step? I say to the guys.
Those of you that are masked will come down with us to our boat. We'll transfer, and then we'll clear you.
Some of us only just got back when all of this stuff started. We haven't had a chance to grab our things. Do we have 2 minutes to do that at least?
2 minutes.
I will, grab keys off whoever's keys to the interior gates then.
Oh, they're open.
Yeah,
what Frank said.
it's open right now.
The airlock.
Oh, the airlock right here.
I hand it over and I just say, don't worry about quarantine. Just go straight in.
Yeah. Did any of you guys have your... Because I know I packed extra light for the trip out and haven't... So I'm going back in to grab all my clothes and stuff.
Jen kind of leans in.
The second rifle, that's right.
Oh, I've got some of your things and mine.
Thanks.
I'm gonna go follow down. I'm gonna go get my small rifle.
Okay.
I just
Put it over the other. So I've got rifle, my back.
scoop the stuff I left on my bed,
Yeah.
back into my bag, my clothes and assorted other bits.
Yeah. Any extra bits and bobs that I left behind, I'm just gonna grab those.
Leave a few things that I won't be bothered taking. Spare wood axe and stuff.
I say to one of the guys while they're doing this, I point to our storeroom and I say, our storeroom is in there. We have a surplus of supplies.
That's good. We'll have need of that. If you have any lists, that will be helpful.
I think there is. I think you did say there's stairs.
We have a list from our last count, so it'll be slightly off, but mostly accurate.
That's good enough for us.
I walk closer and I say in a voice low enough that they won't hear. Are you able to tell me what happened to Kate, the comm controller?
Transferred.
Safe?
I grab the list as well and give it to the guy.
Once you're clear, I can tell you more.
Yeah. So also I'm gonna grab my chainmail on top of most of my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, while I grab everything else, I'll grab my black
Priest vestments?
vestments.
All right.
Put those on over my chainmail, and we've done something.
Okay.
So I'll walk out.
All right, Father.
Just act like it. Everyone likes a priest.
Okay.
Oh, this is just.
Stock list is collected.
They're not gonna kill a priest up, man. Just play it up.
I am, as I'm quickly piling my stuff together, I'm just going to take one of my spare X-Acto knives and stick it up under the leather into my arm brace.
Okay. All right. Everyone makes it back down.
And I come back down with the mask and stuff on.
This is all on my list. I've got like the storeroom and I've got the forge. So when I take something from there, I move it over to the. It's like a stock in, stock out kind of sheet.
It's not like a
Proper
clipboard.
leisure.
Yeah.
Mm.
You bring the clipboards along, pack them away with the rest of your things.
Mm.
Everyone laden with bags and packs and everything else. Once you're all together,
Was there any of Max's stuff left behind from when we moved her, or would you take it all with her?
yeah, she had everything.
Okay, cool.
I mean, she didn't have much.
Yeah.
I mean, when you guys arrived, you literally had all that what's
Oh,
on
yeah.
your back.
Yeah.
And so, do you lock up?
Might as well.
Gates are closed. Locked. And all 18 of you start to march back down towards the beach.
Just while doing that, I guess can we, if we're a little bit further away from them, just radio through for Ismail saying we're going with them.
But we shall look.
You two. Find any information on these guys. Let us know. Especially about a man called Eddie.
Same goes.
Just radio down and keep walking with the rest of them.
You all make your way down to this stunning beach with the glowing blue waves just lightly rushing in. This amazing glow along it on the sand. You move down closer as these 6 shapeless people make their way down towards it. They kind of give like a signal and like a flash of the light. You hear an engine start up as the boat turns around. comes in up against the shore. We will help you on. I nearly went Russian then for a second. Wow. We'll help you on. Too many things in my head. And one by one, you are helped up onto this black vessel. Like as you get close with the lights that are on by the others that are here, they're illuminating the space. It's entirely black. You get helped up over the bow. And once you're there, you're greeted by someone else that's not in like a full ghillie suit, but is wearing completely blacked out, like a blacked out BDU, which is a battle dress uniform. Opens up a hatch on the front of the boat. Weapons in here, please.
I do it.
You're first up, you drop your weapons in. Anything you're like outwardly carrying is what they're asking for. You're not getting patted down once you get on. You walk around.
I'll
Moving-
open my bag and take everything
Yep.
out.
Okay. Goes in.
When I walk up to Bruises, basically ask, I am very attached to these for obvious reasons. Survived there 5 years. Is there something that I'm not going to get back, or
When you get cleared, we'll see.
take the two guns? Oh, my pack, I got them. C4. the grenade. Got a hatchet. That. All the ammo. Yeah, that's pretty much all of it.
You'll get this back later. And he just takes the frag grenade and doesn't put it down in the hole. Just kind of puts it into like a pouch.
Hey, I told you, survived out there. There's a reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
In the back.
Yep.
And you make your way around the side with Skulk. This isn't like a very big vessel, but you make your way around toward the side. Very kind of like low canopy that's over the top of where there is the pilots, the boat pilot's spot here. Everything's kind of blackened out in this space. Once you do make your way around the back, the first two of you, once you arrive, there is another man in the boat that has what looks to be like a small container, and he's pulling out like something that looks like a plastic sheet almost. It's very, very dull lighting in here. They're using very, very dull red lights. Once you start getting on, they start flicking them on. It just illuminates the space. So you can see, but it's very, very dull light. And as you make your way down first, he says, please step inside. And he opens up it's almost like a sleeping bag, a plastic kind of sheet type thing. It's going to be cozy. And he just lifts it up towards your shoulders and just zips along the front. Take a seat there. Thanks. He sees you coming up next. You see Skulk sitting down in this kind of plastic sheet that's kind of all over his bag.
Like a body bag with a head hole?
It's like a body
Yeah.
bag with a head hole, effectively.
Makes cleaning up easy.
Jump in the same?
Yep, jump in the sand.
Okay.
Across the west
Does
coast.
anyone else take any objection to anything that's happened so far?
No, and I do give every weapon.
Okay.
I hand over.
I don't keep one.
Okay.
I give every weapon.
Oh, every weapon. Okay. All right.
I hand over my weapons, but I'm not digging through my bag for all my spare clips and stuff.
I can't.
Okay, yeah.
I can't risk them detecting it afterwards. And
Fair enough.
Unless they say something
I do.
immediately, I'm not going to spend the time pulling all the bolts one by one out of the
Yeah.
bandolier unless they say something while I'm there.
There's nothing to fire them with. That's
you
okay.
guys see me pull out a curved dagger out of my prosthetic leg. Just had it in there.
For a rainy day. Jake?
Give up everything. Well, the weapons, obviously.
Okay, alright. Signing it all away. Okay, you do. Everything is placed in as these kind of blue glowing waves lap up along the side of it, giving an interesting kind of contrast of lights with the blue outside, the red in. You one by one make your way into the slightly lowered part of the boat, sitting on some of the long seats that are in there. It seems like this boat's designed to carry a fair amount of people, but with the amount that are on here, it's still a little bit of a squeeze. You're all quite tight up against each other, sitting on either side of the boat from each other in these plastic Ziploc bags. You can't tell the color of them. It's dark, but with the red light, you can't tell if it's colored or if it's just a black bag. You can't really see inside them. But you're all zipped up there with these masks across your face, these goggles on your eyes. The other men get onto the boat. It's kind of standing up and around the front of the boat and just kind of like hold on as the engine starts up and they start to turn away. And as they burn away from the shore, the tumultuous turning of the water by the engine just stirs up this blue trail that just follows as you start to leave the reserve behind. You see the second chance. You see your yachts. You see the plane. You see the place that some of you have spent 5 years, slowly growing smaller as you head out towards the sea. And you're going fast.
There's a lot of water splashing.
There's a bit of water coming up and over. And you carry
Just
on.
talk up to one of the guys, one of the military guys, and just ask, how do you know where we are? Why did you guys come?
So effectively, you have to shout that
Yep.
to be heard over the engine, and there's no response. Can't really see. Can't really see.
Motor will turn off, Scott. The motor will turn off.
Can't really see like the faces on most of them. Most of them have their face quite heavily obscured. But the boat carries on with the engines running strong, and that's where we're going to end this part. There is one more in this chapter, so please do join us next week. I've been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay